Okay, team, we're going to look at how to call range. Similar to print, range is a function in Python. So here's an example. It says range function be called with 1, 2, or 3 arguments. This is really different than how we've been writing functions, where we provide one parameter in our function definition and then we call it with one argument. So here we're going to see and work with range that actually, like print, can take multiple arguments or multiple numbers of arguments. Okay, but ignore that for now. Just think about, okay, it takes 1, 2, or 3 arguments. You can't pass it 0. We'll start off with the common case where we're using range in a loop. I'll start by reviewing how we were using for loops with a list. Here I've got a list with 3 strings in it. Every time I execute the body of my loop, value is going to be different. So here value is getting set to yo and then team and then yay. If I run this, you can see it prints yo, team, and then yay. With range, the reading said it has its own type, but you can think about it as sort of creating something like a list where each of the values in the list is going to get assigned into my for loop to the variable value, and then I'm going to print it out. Let's look at what that one does. So it prints out the numbers 0 to 2. We can also call it with 2 arguments. Let's see what that one does. So I think it's interesting. Here we started at 0 and we counted up and stopped 1 before 3. So sometimes I think of that as the stop before or the ends before. Okay, for that second one, we can think about the start being 2 now, and the ends before is going to be 5. Let's look at our last example. I'll run it. So here start was 2, and now here it looks like it starts at 20. So our start is 20. It seems to end before 50 because we never print that value 50. That's similar to like the ends before 5 there. And now we've got this 5, but maybe you notice the pattern here. And we can call that the step, and I would say the step is 5. Now going back to these old ones, here kind of an implied step was equal to 1. And similarly for the one with 2 arguments, the step was kind of implied, but also equal to 1. You can imagine if I wanted to print before 10, so this would do 0 up to 9, because it stops before, or it ends before, I changed it now. It would be ends before 10. Or you can imagine if I said ends before 1, then actually we'll only print 0 because it's not going to print 1. Whereas if I said ends before 2, I get the 0 and the 1. We can play with this one too. So I could go from maybe 20 to 25. And there my start is 20 and my ends before is 25. Let's make sure that does what we expect. Yeah, and it prints the numbers 20 through 24. And again, here the step size was 1. It's a little tricky on that first one. The start was implied and the step was implied. And this one, just the step was implied. The last one, we explicitly provide all the values. So if I went from 25 to 200 and I stepped by tens, I'll update my comment. I hope you can predict what this would give me. Let's see. Yeah, so it starts at 25, it counts by tens, and it stops before it gets to 200. I could change that to go a step of 20, and then I'm going to get fewer values. The previous ones, the step was always implied, but for this last one where I'm making it explicit, I could pick a negative value. So what do you think this one's going to do? We start at 25, we end before 20, and our step size is going to be -1. I'll run the code.